Little Bella is practicing to push Duncan around in his little cart. As soon as he is better and he can go in it. So they are practicing so long, they're gonna push him around this whole place and he's gonna be just great. Now Chloe just found, well, a marker, and that is the worst thing you can give a monkey, because a monkey with a marker is, let's paint the walls again next week. So that is how it is. But they are just running around playing. Let me just take that marker. She's gonna scream probably. No, she's got it. She's holding on to it. Okay, I got it. Duncan is checking it out. He's saying, are those two going to push me around? Well, that's going to be a bit much. Okay, so cutest cat in the world is not feeling too great. Something is wrong. She was a little sick now, and she barfed up a red liquid. I won't say it's blood. It's thinner. It's much thinner. But she seems okay, but I am worried about it. So I'm not really sure what could be wrong. It just happened all of a sudden. All the others are fine. I've checked all of them. I'll just watch her very closely. So Duncan is going for a walk. Yeah, he is starting to just use that little legs. We're gonna give him some assistance, but he will get better every single day. And just look at this, he's already walking. But it's gonna take a little bit more time, but we'll get it done. At least he's starting to use it again, so that's great. So if you have ever flown a helicopter before in your life, you'll know that control is everything, and you can get a new kind of respect for a little insect that flies right here in a very small area, and his control is absolutely amazing. That is just something that is really special. It's not something that you can just do. You need something, and we don't know what it is. But in any case, look at him. He's controlling himself perfectly, hovering right there. And look at those movements. That is precision. That is absolute precision. Yeah, let's learn something from that little insect right there. And the little egg, well, maybe he's coming to check out the egg. Now that is absolute control. Well, the egg will probably be hatching soon. Can't wait to have my little dinosaur. It's going to be great. Well, he's not riding it exactly like he should. And then again, what did we expect? Was he going to take it down the street? No ways, Duncan. Yeah, he's walking and then he's resting in his cart. That's how it's working these days. But he's getting better. And we can't wait to take off that cast. But you get to a point where you feel we want it off now. But you have to be realistic and know that you can't just take it off. It needs to stay on. So yeah, it's one of those positions where you get yourself into. You just want it to be over with and he must be right, but you have to be realistic. So he will be getting it off and then he will be just fine. But we're still gonna have to keep it on for a while. So yeah, at the hardware store, and I explained to this guy that my tiger ate my net. That's why I had to buy a new one. And he didn't believe me at first, then I had to show him. Okay, new test for the R8. Is that gonna fit right here in the front? It always does, but sometimes you're not sure. And then you have to really test it first. So let's see. Well, it's in, but I'm not sure if it's going to close. Let's just see if it's going to close. Yes, it's going to close, so that will be just fine. Now, I didn't close it all the way. Just open it again. Put the rest of the stuff in. Okay, let's see that. Works. Okay, I feel like a mini Swiss roll today. One mini Swiss roll, please. Yes. Well, that's just a little bit more than $1, and it's absolutely great. So I was going to take one of those first, but that looks better. And if it doesn't fit inside the front, well, then you just put it inside the car, and it's got a shelf at the back behind the seats to put all the other stuff in as well. And just look at that, it always fits in. Yeah, you don't need much more than this in a boot size. Something I think would be nice on the R8, if they ever consider that, is a disc right there, because when you open this door you want to grip it there, and then you just need a little round disc in there with a bearing to just make that action easy. Now the thing with the R8 is you've got a shelf at the back. The problem with the R8 is you forget things on there and then you don't take it out. So it works great. I still have to see the tiger's reaction to this. I'll do that. I'll keep it on the shelf and I'll see it again when I ever need that part again. Getting home. Always like to see who is waiting for me. There he is. And there Diego is coming as well. Yeah, they like it when I get back home. They know that things are about to happen. Okay, and when I get back home, the first thing I need to do is show the boys what I've bought. Yeah, this is some gardening tools and some cat food tins. Do you approve, Diego? He just quickly checks it to make sure that... Is it okay, Diego? Can I take it in? I think he approves. Enzo? Yeah, these two boys, they are so curious. Actually, only Diego is curious. Enzo is not curious at all. Yeah, it's just one of those things. But another thing that is totally different from them. They don't always find things. No, let me rather say they're not really curious about things sometimes. Except Diego. He loves anything. Diego. He's explaining why I should hand it over immediately. When you get home and you get the food ready for the Diegos, they start eating immediately. Just put some calcium powder on there for them. And these lot as well, I just had to put a tin down as quickly as possible, but with as much space between it as possible as well, because yeah, they don't all want to eat out of the same bowl. Yeah, the mother cat has still got it. She is really tough, and they should just watch it, Cutest. But in any case, Sagi's promises he will not be eating the cat's food. He's gonna rather wait for them to eat first. But sorry, little sissy, you have to go and eat that side, because this is the food for the Diegos. I'm just gonna put a little filter water on it. I just like to put the water on it, then I know they're getting it in, especially when it's hot. And yeah, it's been a bit cooler the last few days, but still not really cold, so they have to eat and drink their water. Just look at them right there. Okay, I'm gonna put this down right here first. I'm gonna open it up for them. They run out, then I pick it up quickly and I go back. Okay. Right, they are ready as can be. Just gotta put it down. Space them out nicely, and they're eating. That's just the way they like it. Right, let me go and feed the tigers and the dogs. Okay, Enzo, are you ready? Here it comes. Look at him. And he's got it. He is getting so good at catching. I don't really think a tiger is good at catching. Well, if I look at Diego, but when I look at Enzo, he gets it right. And I don't know, I don't think it is something that you can expect from a tiger. There's a few things that tigers don't really do well. Now, the first one, I have to say, when I started walking with Enzo, he gets tired real quick. He couldn't do it. He couldn't walk like a dog. And he kind of bites you on the leg every 2 or 3 minutes. When you get home, you're glad. And you're glad because it doesn't really work. He was still little back then, but the teeth was just as sharp. And when he bites, he gets you. Then, second thing is the catching. I don't think tigers really can catch well. But they do catch birds out of the sky if they're too close. But it's not something that really happens. And I think they are having trouble focusing on a bird that really gets right into your face. When it gets there, they don't see it and they miss it. Same with these chickens. Although I think Enzo has had a lot of practice, that's why he gets it right. Yeah, and then second thing, people won't really think that this might be it, but getting down from things is very difficult for a tiger. I mean, that jungle gym is high. It's not that high, but it's high. Enzo did fall down there once, and he did hurt himself a little. He didn't, well, let's just say he didn't run for 2 weeks, but they have got trouble getting down from stuff. And if that ladder part is not there, he will probably be stuck there for a while. Now, I think if a tiger is really thin, like in the wild, where they don't really get a lot of food, I think then they might be able to just leap down without a problem. But if they've got some weight that they're packing, it's difficult. It's not that easy for them then to, well, just jump down. Diego is just telling us that he's decided to keep that one. Yeah. Well, I think as I'm figuring out all these things about the tigers, new things keep on coming in. And something that happens today, the complete opposite might happen tomorrow. But there will always be a reason why information changes. The thing is, you have to spend a lot of time watching them. I mean, look how quick he ate that chicken. At another time he might really have a hard time getting it down, and it could be something like temperature or just how he feels that does that. That changes things. Cutest cat in the world. She is amazing. The thing is with her last night, she was really sick. But this morning she was perfectly fine. Now, she did, how can I put it, vomit a few times last night. And the reason for it was she was playing with a toy, a cat toy, and she just got too much of the dye that was on the feathers in her system. And she was really sick from it. So I think what I'm going to be doing from now on is wash the toys first. And I don't think it's because of anything that could be on it. I just think that sometimes you have to rinse the dye off the feathers, because she was barfing everywhere red, and I thought it was blood, and then I saw it's too, well, it's not as concentrated as blood would have been, and then I realized it's the feathers from the toy, and she was really sick. But today she is feeling great and she keeps on being cutest cat in the world. If my hands weren't wet right now, I would have definitely rubbed that little belly. They are amazing. Look at those Diegos over there. They just ate. They're feeling great. Yeah. Well, let me finish feeding them. They will be done within the next few minutes, and then when they go to the other side, I'm going to get my net back, or my pole at least. The net is not a net anymore. Now it's a frame with a little piece of plastic on it. Well guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and like always, have a good day. Okay, dogs are eating, and well, their blankets have been washed and is busy getting dry. Hey, what do you know? That's a blade for a helicopter. Can you believe it? There's another one right there. Yeah, I've got all kinds of things here. I guess I should start telling stories about the helicopter as well. Both the helicopters that I have. Because people will start to ask questions like, why aren't you flying with them? And I think I will have to start telling the story about it. But first, the dogs are going to enjoy their food. Enzo, he just ate his chickens. He's done. He's just watching the people come fetch their monkeys. The things I say while I'm making these videos, it sounds crazy, but it's true. Okay, let me try again. Daisy just barked right in my ear. But in any case, I think there's a storm on its way. Over there you can see it. It's dark. But let's check it out. I'll watch the owl again tonight. Yesterday I missed the owl completely. Diego and Enzo, well, there they are. And the dogs, everyone ate and they are happy. But now it is sleeping time. So, gotta catch 2 monkeys and take them up with Duncan, and we'll be back in the morning. Arnie did climb onto my back today and I think within a few days we'll be able to take him for a ride in the car again. And I think he was just confused. He didn't want to come out of the cage. He loved it in there. But in any case, and he slept a lot better without these dogs barking upstairs. But these days they have been sleeping downstairs for a few days, and I think because this is what you're up with the whole night. And yeah, but in any case, let me get them upstairs and carry on tomorrow. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed that, and like always, have a great day.